Taurus, hello my darlings, how are you? Welcome to your reading for the month of July 2022. I do hope this reading finds you well. I'm going to pull a couple of cards from some oracle decks first. This is going to give us an overall feel or vibe, a theme for the month, and then we'll pull some tarot cards out and look for some additional messages and confirmation. So the first card out you have is a visualization. The words on here are imagination, focus, experience, and manifestation. I'm also pulling a card from the Goddess Guidance Oracle deck, and you have Mother Mary. Expect a miracle. Have faith that your prayers have been answered and have been heard and are being answered. So I'll hold each of those up. It's a little bit hard to see with the light right on it. That is the visualization card. So maybe, Taurus, we are looking at opening up to some higher wisdom, some higher insights, maybe even tapping into some ascended masters, tapping into some beautiful guides, maybe even tapping into Mother Mary. Okay, the words up there, I missed that before, is expect a miracle, Taurus. So what fabulous words. So I do want to just pull out a single card also from the Rider-Waite Tarot, and this will sit with these two other cards as our theme for the month. So you do have the High Priestess here. So yeah, definitely looking like it feels like an ascension almost, that you're really stepping up into a new level of understanding, a new level of connection to source, connection to above, connection to all that is. It's this real tapping into that intuitive wisdom and that intuitive knowledge. So I'm just going to pull the cards out. This is the card, the energy that we have coming in from June into the month of July. So you have the Temperance energy as an energy coming in. The next card I'm seeking will indicate whether there's any blocks or obstacles for us to consider this month. We lost one on the ground. So your blocks and obstacles is the Four of Pentacles. Okay, I just need to find that one on the ground. Where did it go? Oh, it's worthwhile picking up. Let me just grab it. It is the Ace of Swords. Messing up my my velvet here. Okay, so the Ace of Swords, and this is in the position of a surprise or a gift or a strength this month. So that's pretty nice. All right, get back sorted after my little adventure on the floor. The next card out is going to be looking at your health for the month. So Four of Wands, and this is looking at health in terms of body, mind, and soul. So Four of Wands is a lovely card, obviously, to be in that position as well. Next card out is going to be looking at your relationships for the month. Looking pretty good so far, Taurus. Okay, which one? Oh, there's too many there. So we want this one. Thank you. The Emperor. Okay, so that's in terms of your relationships this month. Okay, the next card out will be in terms of career and finances for the month. And as always, I have called in my guardians, guides, angels, and ancestors who love me unconditionally and are of the highest vibration. And you can do so yourself as well, but I have obviously set the intention that you will be connected into this reading. You'll get the messages that are required, and you'll be divinely protected at the same time. So in terms of career, finances, things are shifting. You have the Wheel of Fortune. So a turning of the fortune for you, potentially, in terms of career, finance. And this final card is kind of looking at the energy that we're leaving the month with, that we're taking forward into the month of August. And alternatively, it's a message from the universe. So I should probably move those. I'll move them back there so they're not interfering with the layout. So in all, it's an amazing reading, I must say. Wow, Taurus, very exciting. All right. So definitely, I'm going to stick with what I said with this theme at the start. It's a stepping up, it's a ramping up, an ascension. You're really opening up and connecting into this intuitive energy this month. And look, it all looks really good. We'll go through one by one. As I said, the Temperance card is the energy that's coming in from the month of June into the month of July. So you're coming in from this place of, you've been able to find this sense of balance. You've been able to find this place where you can balance your emotions, you can balance your resources, you can balance pretty much whatever's going on in your life. You're able to take those extremes and find the middle ground. So you're coming into the month very strong. You're also coming into the month of July with this idea of having the sense of patience behind you. So it's almost like you've done the hard work in June, and probably, or to be honest, probably, months and months and months before that. So you've done all the hard work, and you are coming in with this, it's a peaceful place that you're coming into the month with. So it's it's pretty exciting for you. So the Four of Pentacles, this is in the position of blocks or obstacles this week for you, this month for you, Taurus. So it could be in terms of obstacles that you could still be dealing with a little bit of, maybe a bit of lack mentality. There could be a bit of scarcity mentality as well. So this idea of feeling like you don't have enough, maybe that could be in terms of finances. It could be in terms of other resources. Maybe it's money, maybe it's time, maybe it's support. So it's kind of, you might still be dealing with some of that energy throughout the month of July, but you've got all these incredibly strong cards. That is your obstacle card. So it's well placed in terms of the layout, and you've got all these really strong cards that can support you and will support you through those fears and anxieties about this idea of lack, if it is such the case, and excuse the pun because he's sitting on some suitcases there. So the other thing about the Four of Pentacles is often it's about attachment and whether you might be actually holding on to something a little bit too tightly. So I would just invite you to maybe have a look at what is in your life this month that maybe you're holding on too tightly. What can you let go of? And what can you let go of and allow something new to come in? Because you've got, as this gift or surprise coming in this month, you've got the Ace of Swords. So if you're able to let go of this, almost like a constricted holding on far too tight, not breathing, it's almost like that suffocating. If you can let go of that, then you can open up to this new opportunity, this new inspiration, new idea, whatever that Ace of Swords is going to be. But it is a gift from the universe. It's a new inspiration. It could be this can be the sword of truth, the sword of justice, but it more than likely is some sort of new, the sense that I'm getting is it's some sort of new inspiration, new idea, new way of thinking, new clarity that you can take and run with. And as we can see here, you'll be moving out of the month of July with this sun energy. So it looks like, you really can't fail. Down here, you've got the Wheel of Fortune. Again, if we're moving through the month this way, you're ending up with the Ace of Swords, Wheel of Fortune out, moving forward with the sun. So it's all a really positive picture that I'm seeing. And again, I'm drawn back to these words here, expect a miracle. And sometimes, obviously these miracles, they come out of the blue. They do come through as a surprise. And, maybe we're maybe we spend a lot of time, you know, focusing and visualizing and imagining and manifesting and asking for this miracle. And sometimes we don't actually ever think it's going to come. But absolutely what I'm seeing here is this miracle is definitely on its way in for you in July. Okay, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So that Four of Wands is in the position of your health. So health, as I said, body, mind, and soul. So that's a really lovely card as well. So the Four of Wands is telling me in this position that you're actually feeling very well supported. So the fours are about having a good foundation. Even the Four of Pentacles here, if we're looking at the lack and the fear around maybe lack of resources, you've still got a very solid foundation. So if you're looking at building a house or a building, you've got the four corners of the building, which sets up that solid foundation. So the Four of Wands equally is a solid foundation. Here it's more of a solid foundation of having. The Four of Wands is typically a card of, say, marriages, celebrations. It could be some sort of ceremony, it could even be a contract or something like that. So this is saying that in terms of your health, body, mind, and spirit, it's a very good fortuitous card, again, sitting opposite the Wheel of Fortune. So in terms of your health, body, mind, and soul, it actually looks all really good because this is such a joyous card. So there's probably not much more I can say about that, but in terms of health, it's looking very strong. So the Emperor, this card is sitting in the position of relationships this month. So this could be a few things. So in terms of the Emperor, it could be yourself. So it could be that you are in a position where you're feeling very confident, capable. You're really this really idea of bossing it up. A good leader. Could be somebody who's a good business person. I don't want to say businessman. It is a man in the image, but a good business person. So the sex obviously does not matter. It's the energy that is being held in this position. It could also illustrate a person in your life. So it could be your counterpart. It could be a friend. It could be a mentor. So somebody who's potentially able to give you some instruction or advice on something potentially this month. So do take it as it resonates, because with lots of different people watching, it's going to resonate in different ways. It could be an Aries as well in your life. It could also be somebody who is a little bit, sometimes the Emperor can lean into being a little bit dictatorial, being a little bit impatient, can lean to being a little bit obnoxious. So it could be that, that might be some elements of yourself that you might want to have a look at this month, but it could be elements of, again, somebody that's in your life and around you at the moment. So I did touch on this Wheel of Fortune. It is sitting in the position of your career and finances. So absolutely, it looks like things are shifting and changing in terms of your finances or career, whatever it is that you resonate with that position. The beautiful thing about this Wheel of Fortune card is that you can see that she's sitting in the middle of the wheel here. So I love this card because it says that when things are in chaos, so the wheel is always turning, and often in the Wheel of Fortune card, you can see people at the top of the wheel, bottom of the wheel, side of the wheel, etc. And it's kind of like you're on this merry-go-round. But what I love about this particular Wheel of Fortune is that she's sitting in the middle of the wheel, and the wheel can keep spinning around the outside of her, and she's unperturbed. She can be calm and centered in the middle of all this chaos that's spinning around. So that may well be related to what's going on in your career or your finances at the moment. There might be all this chaos going on around you, but you are being invited this month to sit in the middle of it, like it being in the middle of a storm or a cyclone. That's where the calm is. So if you can maybe apply that to whatever is going on in your life this month for career, finances, etc. As I said, leaving the month with that sun energy, feeling so much vibrancy, so much sense of self-esteem, knowing who you are, knowing that you'll be moving into the month of August with this great warmth and joy and vigor and enthusiasm and happiness and abundance, all the great things that the sun represents. So Taurus, beautiful reading. I'm pretty stoked. That's great. Please feel free to drop me a comment, say hello in the box, in the comment box below. I'd love to hear from you. And I hope you've enjoyed the reading. If you have, please do like, share and subscribe. And I look forward to seeing you next month for the monthlies or next week for the weeklies. All right, my friends. Bye-bye.